Hey everyone, John here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a wave pattern long here on the NASDAQ. Let me get my orders all in the right place here. So first one's going to be at 91, second target 99. Let's go down to 98.5 and get ahead of that final target up there. So the overall stop, we're going to have to widen this one out because we are taking a wide wave pattern to the upside. You can always see how big the wave is if you look at the size of the measurement tool. This one's 85 ticks. So with an 85 tick wide wave, typically have to use a little bit of a wider stop initially until we get a little bit of continuation in our direction. So we have our entry at 683.75, looking for the first move up to this area here. Now, the one issue that I see is we have resistance at 90.5. So instead of going right to 91, we want to go ahead of that at 90.25. So from our entry point right here, 83.75 up to that first target, we're looking at 6.5 points. And then the final objective back up to the highs here, all the way up to 98.5. Right up here for 14.75 points, and that should give us plenty of distance to really start taking our profit off at the highs and potentially form a really good run back up again. Now, the overall movement that we've been seeing today, if we zoom out a little bit, has been relatively bearish. But recently, we're seeing this turn around in the opposite direction, and we're kind of changing gears a little bit. Instead of being slightly more bearish, now we're seeing this as more of a range day and just kind of ricocheting back and forth. We're at the lows of the range. It just failed to get out of the lows of said range, and now we're looking to get back up to the highs of the range back up here. So that's kind of the way that we're approaching this directionally, at least looking for a long move back up. With a final target at 98.5. Looking for the first target really at 90.25. Again, with such a wide wave, typically it's best just to kind of let the market do its thing. Once you get that first target, then you can lock your stop into break even and try to ride out the rest. Again, the only issue that I really have had so far with this setup is just resistance sitting here at 90.5. We really want to go ahead of that, which is why our target is at 90.25. So we'll let the trade kind of do its thing and work out, but first off, looking at 90.25 for our first target. All right, getting some huge movement here. Just blasted through those highs, all within a couple seconds. You can see the timestamps at the bottom. 10:31, 17, 17, 17, 17. All of this happened in one short burst. So leaving our stop back a little bit, this definitely looks like they came back and they whipped a lot of people out. They triggered out their stops and immediately ripped to the upside. So now that we have that first target filled, now we can look to lock in our stop a little bit tighter. So definitely going to break even with this kind of crazy whippiness that we're seeing. Don't want to play around with that a whole lot. We did break above. We have a new swing high, and I mean, this could easily be forming another wave pattern to the upside, looking to kind of come in. But because of this leg up being so fast, it kind of throws off everything a little bit. It just makes it a little more complicated. So I'm going to leave the position open as it is, but I'm not going to be looking to add any more. I'm not interested in adding more with this kind of craziness. So stop is above at 46.84. It looks like my charts are locked up. That's good. Well, that's the type of day it is, I guess. So stops at break even at 84. Once the charts start updating again, yeah, looks like they're locked up. May have to do a restart. That happens. Welcome to the industry. But looking for that final push up to 98.5. So give it a little bit more time and see if this whippiness can kind of shake it out and get up to our target. All right, seeing some big, strong movement pushing into our target here. I'm going to lock my stop up a little bit tighter. We're not quite one tick away, and all of this movement just is flooding in. It keeps locking up my charts a little bit, and it keeps kind of skipping on me. Lots and lots of volume hitting the market right now. So we're nearing our target up here at 98.5. I've got my stop locked in underneath at 87.25, and arguably, might want to look at locking the stop in a little bit tighter as well, given how poppy this is. I don't really want to give much back, and you can see it just updates and it slaps through the target and then we get it filled. So really kind of a choppy bit of price action here just based on how much volume is coming in. It keeps locking up the charts, and that just really goes to show you the immense amount of volume that's hitting the NASDAQ right now. But a beautiful wave pattern long. We picked it up all the way up to the highs. Now, if you're not familiar with the way that the NASDAQ works, we got $1,700 on the trade. Now, every single one of these is $5 a tick. So that's 340 ticks on the way back up to the upside. So beautiful wave pattern up And, well, that's going to do it. Need to see if I can unlock my charts again. Getting a little bit nasty in here. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to shoot an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.